Welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Yesterday was the start of Tour de Zwift 2026, and with that, a lot of interesting races. I'm gonna create a series where I race the Zwift tour, and then of course analyze my race with you. Though I'm not like a very high category, Cat C basically, super weak, an FTP of 220 or 230 probably. But still, I mean, if you want to do this race, this will be good recon for you, maybe, or I don't know, you can use this however you like, to be honest. So, yeah, the first part, which we'll be starting with, is an analysis of the parkour. We'll be analyzing the parkour from the Zwift Insider website. So, yeah, let's take a look. So, the parkour in the overview seems a little bit flat, but technically, if you see it from a better angle, if I say so myself, it's if anything other than flat, to be honest. And as you can see, there's like a flat section at first, and then you go downhill, which is not really like a downhill. It's mostly like 3%, and then another bumpy section. It's not flat, as I said. I mean, even here you can see like some bumps and stuff, where the pace will be a little bit higher. And even at the start, there will be a small bump before you reach like the first sprint line. There will be like a 3% bump that I'm going to show you once we analyze my race results. And then there comes the first climb. So this one is not that difficult, I would say. It's around 3%, 4%, where you shouldn't go 100%. Uh, Approximately, I mean, if you stay within the group, you're good. Because I don't think this first climb, in 95% of the cases, will cause the group to break up. Like 95% of the cases, this climb will not cause any problems. But in the other 5% of cases, yeah, it might be an issue. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Yeah. It might be an issue in the other 5% of cases. And then you have like a climb. So usually, if even if the group breaks up here, the you can like the group will regroup basically. And yeah, there's like a small bump over here which you'll see people like doing crazy numbers, and another one over here which you will see people also doing crazy numbers. And then comes the real, well, let's not call it climb because it's not even a KOM. It's the cave pain or pain cave, I think it's called. And yeah, this one is crazy because at the end the percentages kind of increase, and that's where the real attacks begin. Or if they didn't begin beforehand, they will begin in the middle of the climb, and then at the end it goes a little bit downhill, and then there is the sprint. This parkour usually ends up in either a breakaway with a, usually it's a sprint, either of a small breakaway or like a larger group. But yeah, basically this is it. So the strategy that I went in with initially, I was thinking of like attacking probably here because I know I'm not a good climber, so I need to get some distance to climb this, and then like if I can climb that well, even if they reach me, I would be doing some good power numbers, and then I'd probably be able to sprint at the end. And then I was thinking, well, no, attacking over here will bring a breakaway, which I'm not sure if I would be the strongest in. So yeah, I thought, well, I don't think the group would break up here. Even if we break up, we can technically come back in, and then we can regroup over here and stuff. And this is where the real game begins. My strategy was to stay within the group and like tail them until we reach like this point where it goes up and then tries to go down a little bit, and that's when I try to attack. If I can get a gap, I would continue holding the gap and then probably try to sprint if I have any more power. um, yeah, but races rarely go my way, so let's take a look at the race. So this is try number one. And you might be asking, try number one? Yeah, try number one, because I'm gonna explain what happened once we reached that point in the video. But basically, I was kind of I did like a 30-minute warm up before that. I was giving some ride-ons, as you can see and stuff. It's the C category, the higher end, I think it's called, or the higher interval, 330 to 450. Though technically it didn't make any large difference, because even in the B category, I was able to at least hold myself against the B category riders. Currently, my score is 371, so I can join the other category. And then, okay, so the race starts, and it starts. Okay, I'm gonna show you like one of my biggest mistakes that I did in the race. And I told you there is like a small bump at the start, and I didn't even take my own advice. So you can see I'm currently like riding, and the group is already like trying to split. Okay, let me forward things a bit. I can't forward. Nice. Let's forward things a bit. As you can see, the group is very, very stretched out, even though we have like only 89 people. And that's the problem. I am at the end of the group, and like people here are already getting detached. And yeah, this group that I'm with, they wouldn't reach the yeah, they wouldn't reach the end, sadly, with the group, with the main group. So yeah, just check. This dude finished 24th. Yeah, basically, this dude finished 1 minute after the first guy, and this one 2 minutes nearly after the first guy. Let's continue. So, I was. What's happening? I was trying to. I kind of wanted them to do the following, and the guys just like let the group go, and I had to do a chase, and the group was going super fast, like it was crazy fast. And as you can see, I'm doing like 400 watts, 300, 400. It's crazy watts to try and reach the group, and it took me like a long time. Let me see. Yeah, 30, around like 45 seconds to go back to the group doing, I don't know, God knows what. Let me. I don't think you can see the power numbers. Yeah, you can see it's fully red over here. It was crazy. It was crazy. Now that I'm with the group, I try to recover as much as possible. As you can see, this is the group with Howl and the other guys. As you can see, Hansen. It's like 5 seconds, like at the back, and yeah, they don't ever get back. So yeah, the group was kind of condensing and stuff. I mean, Howl they kind of made it nearly near the group. No, 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 they didn't. There they are. Yeah, they failed miserably. Basically, I was doing kind of well. As you can see, my heart rate wasn't that bad, 172, 176. So this is like an interesting part. In this one, as you can see, okay, by the way, Free Palestine. I hate that dude for absolutely no reason. Um, I was doing crazy power just to do something interesting here, because like in these turns, you lose a little bit of power, and then you're at the end of the group, and then you're detached. So what I was trying to do is to do as much power as possible, get to the front of the group before they do anything interesting. And yeah, there we go. Uh, as you can see, the group is already like super stretched out, and you will see other people will start to get detached. I think this is the Howl group. No, I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, they wouldn't make it back. As you can see, there's also a group that was detached. And yeah, we're going. I'm not sure when that will happen. I was kind of doing well, to be honest. The downhill was great. I think it's about this time, yeah. So what happened here is, uh, there we go. There was like a blackout. Basically, I lost internet, and I lost my fan, and you will see that my heart rate. Okay, so my heart rate doesn't instantly shoot up because I stopped basically moving. No, actually, it. I mean, I instantly started overheating. It was crazy. Um, but yeah, I tried to keep some power. But I mean, I was like super overheating because there was no fan and everything, and even my internet went like turned off, blackout, full blackout. I'm using a laptop, so that's why you can see the Zwift recording. And I basically stopped. I was doing so well. Yeah, super sad. Super, super sad. And yeah, given that I was racing for like, I don't know how many, around 20 minutes, I didn't have as much punch as I would have loved for the second try, which was basically like, I don't know, 20 minutes after that or something. It's the second one. And yeah, as you can see, this is like the second group, 270, 390. So I'm at the upper ends of the group, 371, which is good. Which is good because I don't know, I kind of like to have an advantage at least in some point. So I didn't make the mistake this time. I was the one pushing the power straight out of the gate because you're like 300 watts. Um, pushing. Yeah. So I was the spearhead in this case. I was pushing the watts because you will see once we reach the near the gate, there's like a 3% raise, and in that raise, like people who have like 100% power, they will instantly, like as you can see, yeah, there it goes, like 4%, 3%. They will instantly start pushing power, and if there were people like behind, they will automatically be detached for no reason. Okay, well, there is a reason to be honest, but okay. So yeah, I'm at the front end of the at the end of the spear, what they call it. Yeah, thank you, Mateo. You're the goat. There's this guy. I feared this thing where there are like people who have, I don't know, higher ranks and they can participate in the smaller rank races, which would cause a big problem. Of obviously, if the guy can hold like 5 watts per kilogram for 20 minutes, he'd probably be finished with the race. So yeah, thankfully there was none of these, and there isn't much action. I think um, so far just group stayed. I was kind of tail gunning the things. I was at the tail end, and then pushing, and then again, again, my internet went out for no reason, and I was doing, I was trying to hold power so that I don't get dropped from the group because this was just the internet. This was not like a blackout. I still had my fan and everything, and I was trying to hold the power. And then I kind of got my internet back in, and as you can see, the group was a little bit far. So I kind of used a couple of bullets, a lot of bullets in the first race, like trying to stay with the main group, and a lot of bullets in the second race before you even reach the sprint. As you can see, like 300. I couldn't even like push 400 to like sprint to the back end of the group. Okay, no, I did. It's kind of inconsistent. As you can see, I kind of let the power go a little bit because I know I reached the group, and they were like lowering their power as well, so I kind of let things go. And then, well, basically nothing happens until we reach the arcade. So the arcade was not as difficult as the previous one. Because the previous one, I saw the people getting detached instantly, and the group was like getting stretched out. In this case, the group stayed intact. As you can see, the group stayed intact, even though we had like bigger numbers of riders. The group stayed intact, and yeah, we got out of the arcade intact and everything. Nothing happens for the next lot of minutes, so I'm gonna have to skip a little bit around. There was the downhill. I kind of wanted to do some crazy things in the downhill. I don't know. Did I lose something in the downhill? Was I think I was chasing. No, I think that's the other race. Yeah, the other race I lost internet here, and I was chasing. And this one, yeah, I kind of was pushing a little bit and then like let things go. Lowered my power to recover a little bit. I kind of recovered 169, nice. 168, nice. 69, nice. I didn't reach 167. See, I know memes. I'm not old. I mean, I am, but anyway. My heart rate is always like around 180 in races, 179, 178 in races. I can't get it above like 194 or I would probably die. So yeah, it's 175. It's not that bad, you know. It's like I'm in the middle of the pack. I'm losing a lot of drafting for no reason. I don't have the controls. This is like a dumb trainer that I have, even though it's like a wheel on thing, wheel off. It's a wheel off trainer. You remove your wheel and you put the bike in. It's a dumb trainer, but it has power and everything, but it can't uh, create resistance and stuff. I don't know. I couldn't find any better options for the budget that I had. So I kind of have to produce the power myself or create the resistance myself by changing the gears and stuff like that. So yeah, um, at this point I was doing like crazy watts, 3.24. It's like my FTP basically. What is it? 214 is my FTP. And then yeah, nothing happens until we reach like this. Excuse me, this part where there was like a small split, and I kind of didn't panic a lot because there was this guy here at the front who was who was chasing the group on his own. So yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. And I didn't. I hope I didn't put much power. Yeah, I didn't put much power because I know we'll be eventually. As you can see, the people with me were doing like 5 watts, but the group was big, so I know there will be people like between me and the other people who are doing 5 watts, and it's kind of will uh, account for the space between us. You know, it's basically gonna make me regroup with them without even doing anything. So yeah, stayed on the power, 183. I don't like this. I don't like when my heart rate reaches 183 because I know I'm cooked. And this is basically because of the last race or the last try. I was super cooked. Yeah, as I said, just like keep with the group. The goal for this is to stay with the group. If you stay with the group, you might actually win. If you don't stay with the group, you're kind of cooked. So let's go. Let's see. And this is where the climb starts. And there's also like a you should push a little bit more. As you can see, this guy he pushed a little bit more when the climb started, and now he has an advantage and he can go like a little bit further or faster when the climb starts. So that's like a big advantage to do, or big good or good thing to do. And then the climb started. I'm gonna show you how crazy I was. I was feeling super good at this moment, and I kind of I shouldn't have listened to my body to be honest. I was feeling super good. I was pushing like 300 watts or 280 around that. You see, it's like I was pushing the power, and when I'm in the draft, I kind of lower it. And also, depending on the gradient, if it's a bigger gradient, I kind of push a little bit. If it's like relatively flat or slow or shallower gradient, I stop myself from pushing. And yeah, uh, we were like, and at the end, I don't know why I did this. This is like this something that I regret because I know this cost me a lot of things or cost me the win probably. As you can see, I was doing like 300 watts for absolutely no reason. Why? I don't know. I was kind of how do you say it? Like excited. I was overly excited, and I went over the overboard. Well, I kind of wanted to create like a split. I wanted to create split, so we can only have like 20 people or 30 people. Okay, even less, like 10, 20 people in a smaller group. It kind of. I think I. Let me check. Let me check. I kind of succeeded in my goal, but it cost me like an extra bullet. I can't even raise my hand because of all the racing. To be honest, I'm gonna hold the microphone with the other hand and let you watch. So my goal of creating a smaller group kind of succeeded, but I think this group will reach us. Will they? So yeah, I was just sticking with the group. Yeah, they will reach us, but there was like a lot of people who couldn't stay with the pace. So that's like a big advantage. I kind of wanted a sprint, but I was too tired from the previous race. Let's continue. There's nothing that happens in this part. It's like basically trying to push people to do the work. You know what? I kind of like go and like go at the front for a second, and then people will try to like catch me, thinking that I will run away, and then I stop. Just like let them. do their thing, and they will push us. That's how it goes. There's also, as I said, this bump, this small bump here. Let me show it to you. Yeah, this small bump here that we are in right now, that I showed you earlier in the analysis, this is it. And there wasn't like much. Okay, there was a little bit of action because you can see, you're gonna see me like push a little bit of power, trying to stay with this like group of 6 people who are pushing the watts. And probably there wouldn't be any splits in this one. I don't remember being any splits. Yeah, after that there's like a small downhill. Yeah, no splits so far. And then we go into the pain cave, and this is where the action happens. I was feeling super great. Um, but I think the push in the last climb caused me the win, to be honest. So I have nobody to blame but myself. And also the race before that. I have to blame the blackouts. Yeah, the weather is not great. It's kind of it's like 5 p.m. and the weather is like insanely dark. Like it should be sun out. The sun should be out. Sun out? Yeah, the sun should be out. But yeah, it's winter, so it's kind of expected. You can see my hair is kind of cooked from all this racing. There's this French guy that was pushing. I don't think he won. I don't remember him winning. Anyway, so yeah, we were in the group, a group of 30, probably 25 people, not very big group. And I tried to keep in the draft, to stay in the draft, or at least like push a little bit. I know this was like a super short climb and not that difficult of a climb, so I wish I had rested a little bit more and probably joined the next race. But yeah, what can I do? I wasted like 20 minutes of power for no reason in the first race. So I was holding myself with this group. My heart rate was increasing. It's insane. Yeah, I mean, if I show you my heart rate from the last like climb, let me go back to this one. You can see I reached like 195. I was basically dying. There we go. So the group, the guy pushed. That's the guy who won, I think. Yeah, so the guys were pushing. I tried my best to try and follow them, but I couldn't. You see, my heart rate. Once it reaches 190, I'm cooked. Even the fan was at maximum power. This guy comes in. I think I follow him until the end. No, I don't. Yeah, I try. I try to. You can see me pushing the power a little bit. Yeah, I do. And try to follow this guy until the end. Yeah, basically, the pain cave is all about endurance. If you have power, save it as much as possible until you reach this place. Because here, well, technically, let me show you where you can also attack. You can technically. Where is this place? No, this is not the location where you can. Yeah, basically, you can attack in this location. Once it goes up, there's like a small downhill, and then you can attack. Or maybe I made a mistake in this calculation. Yeah, there's no downhill, so yeah, you can attack in here technically, because people will be super tired from the climb, and they will like let the power go a little bit. You can see it's like 3.9. They were pushing like 4 earlier, and then you can attack and try to stay. I tried to stay with these people. I was kind of cooked. You see me try and like sprint a little bit, and then I sit down. I was like, yeah, no, it's too much. It was too much, and I placed, I think, yeah, 11th. Well, it's not that bad, to be honest. 11th is fine, still fine. You can see Patterson. Yeah, it's the French dude, I think. Yeah, who won? 236, 37.52. Well, it's like 12 seconds difference. If I didn't fail the first race and the internet didn't fail me, I would have probably had the same time, or probably would have won this race. I was super cooked, but yeah, regardless, it was a fun race. Stage one, great. And yeah, hope you enjoyed my analysis for my race. I know I'm the garbage. I'm like top 10 garbage commentators, but yeah, please bear with me. Hope to see you on the next one next week. Yeah, see you next week.